long as you do, well, Paul says in 2 Corinthians 2, I urge you to forgive, for we're not ignorant of Satan's schemes. Now, it may surprise people. The word schemes there is the Greek word noema. It's the same word. It's used 4 times in 2 Corinthians. That we are to take every thought captive. Same word as schemes. Satan has blinded the minds. Same word. I'm concerned as Satan deceived Eve by a craftiness that's your mind. Same word. That's all the same word, and all 4 are connected to spiritual strongholds. And we kind of take this as a natural thing. Oh, no, this is a spiritual battle for our mind. And people are paying attention to deceiving spirits. They feel accused. They feel condemned. You're no good. You're stupid. You're dumb. And you're ugly. Whatever. I said, when you come to Christ, it's like stepping through a door. Jesus is the door. You step out of darkness into the kingdom of God's beloved Son. And ahead of you is Christ. Actually, if you knew the truth, there's nothing to keep you from walking right towards Him. And we're to fix our eyes on Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith. But as you step through that door, initially, it's a very narrow passageway. And think of it this way, like there's 2-story buildings on both sides, and people are popping their heads out, you're stupid, you're dumb, you're ugly, you're no good, God doesn't love you, this isn't going to work, and you hear all that garbage in your mind. How do you respond to that? Well, 3 possible responses. You give into it. You just buy it. Now, you step through the door. You made that decision. You're a Christian, but you're sitting down. You will make no progress at all.
I'm not seeing myself as He sees me,
exactly.
as Jesus sees me.
Well, you still think I'm the same old person you were before, but just forgiven. Wrong. You're a new creation in Christ. So he's defeated. He could get up and walk, but he doesn't know it. The second response is that, you know, I'm not going to go in there. You can't make me do it. And that's not true. I know who I am and whatever else. Say, fighting a good fight, right? Actually, no. He's losing it. He's letting the devil set the agenda. Don't respond to it. Don't pay attention to it. Put up the shield of faith, fix your eyes on Jesus, and keep on walking. Now, you can do that if you know the truth, if you understand the battle. Otherwise, you're just going to battle this thing in your mind.
And you're plugged into the resource.
Yeah.
You need Jesus to do this.
Now, let's finish this loop here, because it's really fascinating. If you just put on the armor of God, that shield of faith, those fiery darts will just kind of fall right off, and you'll just keep walking towards Christ. Now, listen to Philippians 4:6. Be anxious for nothing. Don't be double-minded about anything. It's the real true meaning of that. Be anxious for nothing, but prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. Let your mind dwell. And there's the same word, same Greek word, noema, dwell in these things. Is that enough? No, it's not enough. Turn to God is what you need to do. Get single-minded. Then, whatever's lovely, true, pure, right, think on those things. Is that enough? No. The things you learned and heard from me, put into practice. In other words, do the right thing. Do the lovely thing. Do the pure thing.
Walk the talk.
See, if you just say it, probably not enough. If you do it, the whole learning retention dramatically goes up.
That becomes part of you.
Yeah.
In your book you say, if you find a promise in the Bible,
yeah,
claim it. If there's a command, obey it. I love the simplicity of that.
Yeah.
Like
and
that's
if there's
walking.
a fact, God's just telling you something that's true, just believe it. Believe it. How are we supposed to live this life? We kind of look around, and the old man is dead. We tried to put him to death. Can't do it because he's already dead. I said, and it's true, unfortunately. And you're trying to become somebody you already are. Beloved, now you are a child of God. And so we look for some experience in order for this to be true. You'll never get there. It's true, therefore I believe it. Yes. See, you're saved by faith. You're also sanctified by faith. It's what you believe.
But you make the point, we have positional sanctification, but there's also progressive sanctification.
Hey, one of the greatest studies of my life was to write a big old book this thick on common made holy, stuck to the shelf like glue. It was on sanctification, but if it was for no other benefit than for my own. But what I got out of this was such an important teaching that is overlooked today, that we are saved by faith, but you're also sanctified by faith. You're not saved by what you believe and then sanctified by how hard you work. That's the Galatian heresy that Paul talks about in Galatians 3. But here's the other important thing. Salvation for the believer is past, present, and future tense.
I absolutely believe that.
You
I
have
was
been
saved in 1978.
But you're still
I am being saved, and I will be
someday you shall
saved.
fully be saved. You have not experienced that yet.
Nope.
That's why you'll never see in early church literature, well, I was saved 10 years ago. It never comes out. Why? Because they understood that linguistically. They understood that salvation has a very definite beginning. And it's definite. I was born again. I was transferred out of darkness into the kingdom of God's beloved Son. But it's still progressive. Now, sanctification is past, present, and future tense. You have been sanctified, you're being sanctified. Sunday you shall fully be sanctified.
I'm not done yet.
Yeah.